First cab off the rank for this weekend is Ade. Okay, this is all the data I've got on it. This is the overall chart. Okay, this is a new pitchfork I put in here in blue. Okay, this is an older pitchfork in red. Okay, there, here, that's where she starts, and there. I don't think it's going back down here. The thing to look at is the midline. Every time it's been resistance, it showed resistance there for it, and then it's supported along the midline there. Here again, it was also resistance on the midline, so you'd be expecting a bit of resistance when it comes up to around the 10.5 cents mark. Okay, there's a few other things I'm going to zoom in on this chart and show you. Okay. Basically, I had the big white candle up, and the Bollinger Band and the 50-day moving average are right here at around about 7.7. So I'd sort of be expecting that to be around about support between 7.7 and 7.3. Okay, is what you'd be thinking, and I'd be tending to think the 7.7 on the 50-day. Okay, it's been through it, so I'd expect it to support, close to that. After doing a big run up like this the other day, and these are fib projections, so the numbers worth looking at here. Okay, you had your 9.2, and now 11, and then up to 14. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that there to just clean up the chart a little bit. It's still got a gap here at 9.6 that it hasn't filled, and it's that close to filling it. I'd say it's definitely on the cards. So short-term traders will be looking at that. Okay, all the MAs are definitely wanting to turn up and get ready to go. Okay, or they're forced to go because price has gone so high. It may just come back in here, form a little pennant before it goes again. It absorbs a little bit of time because this is a pretty bunter big candlestick up here. Okay, the other thing to bear in mind is there's another gap here, and the low is nearly 13 cents, so around the 12.5, 13 mark. There's another gap for it to fill. Okay, in the past, when it has done runs, it likes to go for a run, this one, especially on the way down. A couple of times they're repeating ranges, both those two repeat, and then it's repeated again on the way up, and it didn't quite repeat the full distance of that range here, so that's something else to be looking at. The indicators on it have still got a lot more to go, which doesn't surprise me. It needs to break through here on the MACD, so whether this is the little point where it comes off and forms the pennant and then gets ready to go more. Okay, also here your DEMA still has a lot more to go, and so does the SCOF. Okay, I'll just quickly do the naughty and I'll show you the weekly indicators. And again, there's a lot more room for them to go up. So if you're a longer term holder and a longer term outlook on this stock, there's the weekly candles. It's a very big green weekly. I would be thinking, yeah, she's got a lot more to go up. It all depends on what that announcement was the other day. I don't know very much about it, sorry. But yeah, no, it's looking good. If it absorbed a little bit of time and then went back up through the 200 here, which is just above your the 10.5, you could look at probably a couple of weeks down the road, it might end up doing a golden cross, so something else to bear in mind. But yeah, that's about it from ADE. Next cab off the rank here is ARE, okay, Argonaut Resources. This is the last fib on the overall fib set, but it's not really the overall, because that just wouldn't even be coming into contention. It's from the last write-up high, okay, which was quite some time back. What I'm finding with this stock here at the moment, it really needs to break this 15, okay, at 15.5 level. Okay, otherwise it's just going to keep on drifting sideways. We've got both the 30-day has come underneath the 50-day now. Okay, but then we're trying to run up. So whether it's another little false start, it's just going to bounce around these MAs, I don't know, but it really needs to be clearing 15. And if we look at the indicators, this fib set is from the last run up here, so it's bounced off 50%, quite nicely. Look at the indicators, they're all wanting to turn up, and even the DEMA is wanting to go up, and the short entry for a long has been triggered, and volumes are coming up. So it could just do it, but I'd be watching that 15, okay, is the thing I'd be thinking about. Also, if we have a look at the weekly chart, this is pretty much the key, is the 200 period MA is the one that's keeping the lid on it right here at the 15. So I would be bearing that in mind, and I'd also be bearing in mind that the weekly indicators are still coming off. Okay, so I'd be thinking that if it doesn't break that 15, it's just more sideways. And that's about it from me for AR. This is ARM, ARM. Okay, basically this is the overall fib set. Okay, last fib being here, which is support now at 35. This trend line, which is on the way up here, as well as also I'd be looking at as lines of support. The thing to look at here, it really needs to get above this 53. That is the key. And also this 49. Okay. At the moment, it's been doing a bit of a sideways to and up. Okay. And it looks like it's going to go on and up here. The MAs are pointing up nicely for it. Okay. Basically, I'll just zoom in closer. We've got a nice little set of candles here. Bollies are very tight here, so, and indicators are on the way up as well. But key levels to look at is one it's just got over here is your 42. Next one is 46, and then your 49, and then your 53. And once it gets above that 53, it can really go somewhere. But until that point, I don't know whether it's just going to do another run up here to the 49 and then do another comeback and just slowly increase its way up like what it's been doing. But I'll just quickly put on a weekly chart. If I can get this thing to work properly. And a nice little bully candle here is your 200 period moving average here. So I suggest that is your support now, okay, at around about 40 cents, okay, and it does look like it could get up and boogie from here, okay. The other thing to note is it's going to break down through that red trend line there, but arm's not looking too bad. Just where it's going to go to at the moment, I'm not quite sure. Weekly DEMA still has more to go, and that's basically for a longer term trend, even though the SCOF is turning down and the MACD is turning off a little bit here, which is a little bit of a concern. On the weekly, on the daily, they're all looking to go. Okay, so whether it's just another little up and then we come do a little bit more sideways, I'm not quite sure on this one, but they're the key levels that needs to get through is what I'd be thinking. Okie dokie, so that's me for ARM. This is ARV. This here is one of the overall fibs, the last overall fib, okay? And this is just a set of local fibs here. It's bounced nicely off the 61.8%, okay? Also the 200-day moving average. At the moment we have a nasty little cross here on the 30 and 50, but our 7 is wanting to turn up along with our little standard error band, okay? And also the thing to bear in mind is even though you've had a short exit, which was that sell-off the other day, it'd be interesting to see. It just needs to kick up a little bit. I think there's going to be quite a tight range here on this one before it has another go, is what I'd sort of be tending to think. I think it'll probably open middle sixes come Monday, somewhere around about that is what I'd be expecting, and then for it to try and turn and go again, okay? But where it's going to, I don't know, okay? But that's what I'd be looking at. I forgot to say I was nearly out of time, but important levels are 6, 6, 8 and 7 on this one. But that's done my timing, I think.